What's the difference between a one-plane and a two-plane swing? We're going to talk about that today on Tour Swing Tuesday. Hi, this is Gary Bates from the Gary Bates Golf Academy. I'm a PGA teaching professional and certified V1 video analysis coach. So that's a question I get a lot these days about the one and two plane swing. So what I thought I'd do is I'd put up Matt Kuchar, one of the great players on tour for a long time, ranked 20th in the world, 9 tour victories. Guy's an ATM machine, made about $50 million in his career, and so has a very good standing on the PGA Tour, and a very tall man standing as well, 6'4". And what's interesting about him is he doesn't hit the ball especially long, 109 miles per hour, which puts him about 5 miles per hour less than the average tour player. So how does he get it done? Accuracy, folks. That is one of the most important things you can have is ball control. Bryson DeChambeau hitting a 350 is great. You also got to control your ball. So let's take a look at him, and let's look for this one and two plane motion. So, he's very tall, 6'4", so he's going to be bending over a fair amount. Club extended out, arms hanging down, so pretty standard there. This is going to be an interesting move in his backswing here. He's going to keep the club, his hands well inside the club as he goes back, right? And he's going to have a relatively early wrist hinge. Now, in the very early parts of this could be Matthew Wolff, picking the club really sort of straight out in a sense, right? And from here, he's going to go pretty much straight up. So this is a very upright position right here. So a pure one-planer, like a Ben Hogan, for instance, would go back on that shaft line plane and down on that shaft line plane. I would say Kuchar is a modified one-planer. He might be a two-plane one-planer. What do I mean by that? Well, he sort of lifted the club up here. So he's left that original shaft line plane a lot, turning his shoulders, head still, butt up against that line. So he's doing well here. But now, look how he flattens the club out in the backswing, so he does get in a one-plane position. I'm going to use Jim Hardy's definition where the left arm and the shoulder plane are on the same line, like he has. And so a little laid off, possibly, somewhat shut. Although when the left wrist and the face of the club are on the same line, I'm good with that. So a very different move there. But then here's the key. We always talk about sort of this club dropping down. Mo Norman will say the club just kind of drops down. That's a good thought. The lower body certainly has a part in that, in moving laterally and rotary, and that's what drops the club down, right? So you have some compression with his head, retaining the angle. You can always see those hips rotating through. I like to see a little bit of that left butt cheek, so to speak, and notice it's on that line still. So no thrust. No, forcing himself to the ball, just really nice there. Good, probably, 40 degrees hip rotation, really nice. Good extension through, right foot kind of still down, right, and a fair amount of face rotation up onto the right toe. So, he rebuilt his swing, Kuchar did, in around 2008. He struggled for a little bit into this kind of flatter motion. So what does that do for you? I think it helps you be a little more consistent overall for most people. I think it's maybe a little harder to generate speed, although Hogan certainly have it, but most of the great players have been two-plane swingers. Nicholas Tiger right down the line, Snead, these guys had a lot of power. So it's just some things to look at, some things to study that are kind of fun. If you have any comments, I'd love to hear what you think about this one and two plane thing. Gary Player said, I asked him once, what do you think the difference is? He said a two plane is when you get a connecting flight in Atlanta. He said, Hogan and I we worked on one plane and that was it. So anyhow, I posted a good article about Gary Player today on Facebook. Hey, come see us Tuesday nights for our summer golf lesson series. We'd love to have you for that. Our golf school's on Saturdays. Hey, love when you subscribe right there on YouTube to these videos. You'll get them all. They'll change your game. We appreciate you so much. So we look forward to seeing you out at the Jersey Devil Golf Center sometime, the best golf range in South Jersey. Thank you for being with us. God bless you and talk to you soon. Bye for now.